Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, there's a lot of everything going on right now. But I did notice that there are a lot of distractions in the media, so be careful with that. You got the whole Will Smith slapping Chris Rock thing, and it just keeps going on and on and on in the news. You got to be careful with stuff like that, and I hate to bring it up, but sometimes I'm not so sure that these things aren't a little coordinated. Now, I'm not saying it's not real, but what I'm saying is this. The media is choosing these events to focus on, and is doing a great job of distracting us from a lot of other things that we should be really paying attention to around the world. It's amazing how all of a sudden the RONA has somehow just disappeared. The media is not talking about it a whole bunch, and it just seems to have fallen off the map considering it was trying to kill the world. These are the types of things that should get your attention. You have to ask yourself, what happened? But anyways, let's get into the fun stuff, shall we? Let's talk about our investments. Before we get started, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I really do appreciate it. Right now is a good time to buy the shine. That's right. Buy gold and silver. And when you go to buy your gold and silver, give a consideration to our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. If you are a first-time buyer and you spend more than $100, use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and you'll get a free half ounce of silver. Okay, I heard in the news that the ruble has dang near rebounded, and they're not lying. Before the drop in the value of the Russian ruble, remember I showed you it was something like 3054. I said its original was 0.013. Look where it is. It's almost rebounded fully. You wouldn't have made a lot of money unless you had a lot of money to invest into that currency. But it didn't take very long. What was it, about a month for it to recover? Checking in on the crypto market, Bitcoin has dropped below the $47,000 level, but it's slowly but surely recouping. Bitcoin sits at $46,485. Ethereum's still up there. It's looking good at $3,465. You can see over here on the 52-week average, Bitcoin's almost at least a halfway mark, and it looks like Ethereum is above the halfway mark. Solana has now passed up XRP on the top 25 list for crypto market cap. So Solana continues to outperform a lot of cryptocurrencies, sitting at $134.46. Our new world order coin, XRP, is at 82 cents. Cardano is now up there as well. You can see it at $1.17. Avalanche at $98.92. Polkadot at $22.01. Dogecoin's at 14 cents. And Shiba's falling just a little in the pack, sitting at 4026, slowly rebounding. It's getting back to where a lot of us have invested in it. So slowly, it's getting there. Give it time. Polygon's at $1.69. Crypto.com's at 48 cents. You look at the 52-week average, a lot of the cryptos are at least at the halfway mark, but still a handful of them sitting way over to the left side, which is, again, the wrong side. Satoma sitting at 7013. It has been slowly but surely creeping up. I don't want to get overly excited. They obviously got their crap together and are getting ready to make some major announcements. But over the last hour, it is down 2.3%. Over the last 24 hours, though, it is up 7.7%. Over the last 7 days, it is up 14.4%. Over the last 14 days, it is up 11.5%. And over the last 30 days, it is down to a negative 18.5%. Finally, Satoma making its move. Looking at silver, it's at $24.61. If we look at the hour-by-hour chart, well, it's sitting about the $24.50 range, which is where the futures contracts, I believe, had them. So once this is passed, let's see where gold and silver both go. But silver at $24.61. Gold at $1,924.70. Looking at the 1 hour chart, it's the same thing. Again, gold and silver being held hostage. But as I continue to watch a lot of the experts out there talk about gold and silver, Their day is going to come. As a matter of fact, I keep preaching about the death of the dollar, and I got some people being feisty about it, going, it's never going to die. Yes, it's going to die. And as I was talking about, China and Russia are getting ready to go the gold standard. Gold is at $1,924. So China continuing to force their citizens into their digital money. The digital yuan expands to 5 more cities. You know, the currency that has the expiration time on there and the whole 9 yards. Residents in 5 more Chinese cities were able to access, I love how they do this, were able to access, like it's such a benefit for their citizens. No. These 5 cities were able to access digital yuan wallets starting Thursday, making a major development for central banks' digital currency, the CBDCs globally. I told you, they're just going to force you into this. You could do something about it. You can absolutely do something about it. Already the Biden administration is trying to find a way to force us into this. And most of it is coming in the form of a universal basic income. That's right. They're talking about passing this new bill that would give everybody monthly money. And I know people are like, Pimpy, that's free money, man. I'm going to take it. Don't you understand? That's the trap. When you were little and you had rabbits or squirrels or any kind of animals like that that lived in your area, and you used to try to make little traps for them. Remember, you used to put up a box and have it on a stick with the string, and you would put food underneath the little box, and then you would make a trail of food, and the animal would see the food, and they would eat it and work their way till they got under the box, and then you yank the stick out from under them. That's what this is. You're the animal. They're putting out their little goodies that are going to entice you into getting underneath that box. Don't fall for it. The SEC says crypto platforms that hold customers' stashes must treat them as their own assets and liabilities. If you think your assets are safe on these exchanges, they are not. That one video I showed you where the gentleman was suggesting you put it in a wallet and keep it off the exchanges will offer you a lot more security. Pay attention to the words they are using. Love how they say customers' stashes. They make it sound criminal. The SEC said Thursday crypto platforms should treat customer holdings in custody as their own assets and liabilities, just like a bank does. See how they're doing this? When I was telling you about a bail-in, that's what they're going to do with cryptos as well. The regulator guidance means the balance sheets of publicly traded firms with crypto in custody could grow hugely. The SEC said that there are unique legal, regulatory, and tech risk that could have a big impact on the crypto platform. In other words, the government sticking their nose in where it doesn't belong. Crypto trading platforms that look after digital holdings for customers should book these on their balance sheets as their own liabilities and assets. The Securities and Exchange Commission has said that's why then they can use these exchanges as a direct route into confiscation. They should also disclose the nature and amount of the crypto assets held for customers in their company accounts starting in June. I love this. Disclose the nature. Again, the government, it's none of your damn business. They are really, really overreaching their boundaries. The government, that is. Crypto trading companies that are publicly listed will have to make the change. Right now, they can record and disclose the digital assets they hold in custody on behalf of customers separately. In the future, any obligations to customers must be treated as liabilities. Do you see this? Treated as liabilities. Remember I was showing you the bank when we saw a turtle come out from the Bank of International Settlement? He was talking about forcing people into a programmable central bank digital currency. He was saying the central bank liabilities. He's talking about you, the person who deposit money, because when you put your money into the bank, you become the bank's liability because they owe you that money back, technically. So that's what they're doing now. They are setting up these exchanges to line up with the banks for confiscation. While any crypto assets held should be accounted for as an asset, the SEC indicated in its guidelines they would likely enlarge affected companies' balance sheets. So they go on to give you examples. And they're just going to tell you, well, Russia was able to use this to circumvent sanctions. We need to do more control of your money. I mean, of the cryptos. Drug dealers use cryptocurrencies. Sex traffickers use cryptocurrencies. They'll just keep finding examples here and there and bunch them up all together and say, we need to do this to stop the criminals. The criminals are the excuse for government overreach. They do this all the time. They want you to sacrifice your rights for safety. Don't fall for that. It does sound good when they go, well, we're able to stop pedophiles. Who doesn't want to stop damn pedophiles? Well, we'll be able to keep countries from invading other countries. Who doesn't want to stop countries from invading other countries? You know what I mean? So again, they have a really great way of hiding the real agenda behind actual events, but it's never worth sacrificing your rights. Here you go. Goldman Sachs warns the dollar is at risk of losing its dominance and could end up a lesser player like the UK pound. Oh, it's going to get there. The writing's on the wall. Remember, I was talking about Russia and China are in the process. They literally in the process right now of moving into the gold standard. Now, I know that people are saying, well, their money's already backed by gold. No. Moving into the gold standard, period. Once that happens, that makes their currency definitely a lot more valuable than the fiat US dollar. Heck, I could tell you right now, a ton of Americans would definitely invest into the dollars of both China and Russia if you can exchange it for gold. Goldman Sachs has said the US dollar faces a number of risks and could become a lesser currency like the UK pound. U.S. tough sanctions on Russia raise concerns that countries around the world could try to move away from the dollar. Of course. United States has a bad habit of overreach. If it does it to its citizens, it definitely has no problems doing it to other countries. Now, I know, again, here you go, where they go, well, they're punishing these other countries. For what? We're being told that Russia invaded Ukraine, but do we know the truth? Our media has had a bad history of lying, and we know about it. Remember, weapons of mass destruction? Do you see what I'm saying? And people are waking up to this. So it's kind of hard to know whether a country is just being a bully, tyrannical, or if they're being sincere. And since we don't know how to determine the difference between the two, that means we have a serious problem here. Goldman said the U.S. foreign debt means that foreign investors may become reluctant to hold dollar assets. Heck, I don't hold them. I have gold and silver. Goldman Sachs has warned the U.S. faces a risk that could erode its global dominance, saying it's dealing with some of the same challenges that the British pound faced in the 1900s. Yeah, what happens is countries become the actual reserve dollar. Then they get too big for their own self, and they become corrupt. They become an empire, and their greed and criminality is what causes these empires to fall. So the writing is on the wall. As countries start going, we are kind of tired of all the bullying and control that the U.S. is trying to do on us as well. And everybody's going to turn to the one saving grace, which is gold and silver. So crypto people, just be careful. Do what you can to get your currencies off the exchanges. Get them into a wallet, get them into something that will help protect you from confiscation, protect you from hacks. And for goodness sakes, take some of those profits and buy gold and silver. Anyways, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. And I'll catch you later. I'm out.